In this video, we will show you how to deploy a strategy for the Tradestation or multi-charts platforms. I'm going to use Tradestation for this example, but for multi-charts, the procedure is absolutely the same. We have loaded the strategy into the retester in StrategyQuant or anywhere in the data bank. Now, select the strategy, click Save, Source Code, and select Easy Language for Tradestation. Then click on Save, and the source code will be saved. But before we deploy the strategy directly into the platform, we need to import custom indicators or custom blocks that are not part of Tradestation itself. If we didn't do this, the strategy wouldn't work for us. Now go to the installation directory of StrategyQuant, find Custom Indicators and Tradestation. There are also blocks for multi-charts in this directory, but for Tradestation, these are the ones labeled Easy Language. These with the _MC or MC comparison MA, these are designed specifically for multi-charts. So first we import these blocks and functions. I already have them here, so I will have them rewritten. We will do the same with the comparison indicator and once again for the comparison block is lower and one more VWAP indicator. Now we have imported all the custom indicators that are part of StrategyQuant. And let's apply the strategy directly to the chart. So let's open a new chart in the Trading app window. Click on Chart Analysis and first set the given ticker. So right-click, choose Format Symbol, and we will deploy the strategy on NASDAQ. So we type in NASDAQ, we search for the given ticker, and in this case, we have to apply the strategy to a specific contract. The current contract is with the letter H, meaning we will search for NQH. And we have two options here. This contract will only contain data for the given 3 months. But in this case, we need to have the previous data available, because the strategy will use 400 bars in this case. And if we were to deploy the strategy to this new contract freshly, the strategy would not be able to fully follow through. Respectively, we would have to wait for the given signal to be generated. And in this case, I will use ticker at NQH25, so it will be a current contract, but with previous data. The continuous contract at NQ itself cannot be traded. Just in this case, I'm gonna use this ticker. We set NQH25. And now let's take a 90-day look back here, for example. I will select that I want the exchange time zone and set up a regular session. If we were using a different session, we would have to specify it here. In short, you need to set the data exactly as the strategy was developed on it. I click Cancel, I choose to use regular session here and click OK. Now we have the graph set up. Let's now insert the strategy directly into this graph. Right-click, select Insert Strategy, and select NQ Highest Breakout. I click OK, the settings pop up, and you first need to set the general settings. You need to set reserved bars. We use a period of 400 here, but we thought it was good to leave some margin. In this case, I will use the value 500. We set the number of contracts we want to trade. In this case, just one contract. Click on Automation tab, and here we recommend setting these settings. This ensures that the strategy works with actually executed orders, which minimizes the difference between backtest and real trading. This setting can possibly prevent duplicate orders when the strategy sends signals too quickly. If you work with stop orders, this setting can be useful as the strategy sends orders to the Tradestation order execution network and can minimize the risk of order rejection during rapid price movements. And that would be for the given execution settings. However, we still have to set the settings themselves. If you use, for example, exit on Friday or exit end of the day, it is a good idea to check this setting here. In this case, I am using the exit on Friday at 3 p.m. setting, and I can see that all the settings work for me, and I can also see that the strategy has one contract set correctly. I click on OK, and the last step would be to check this little checkbox so that the strategy can automatically enter orders into the market. Here you would need to click this checkbox, but since we have a test account with delayed data, this option is not available. But the settings also needs to be enabled and must be on. So I click OK, and the strategy has actually generated orders for us, and we can also look at the results from this chart. So I can click Alt plus Shift plus P when I go to the Performance Graphs tab, and then I can see the progress of the strategy trading results. And just one more small recommendation. If you trade multiple strategies for one ticker, it can be problematic at times, as Tradestation sometimes has problems with this. However, if you decide to do so, we recommend trading each strategy on a separate chart. This will give you greater reliability when trading. And that's all for this video. If you have any questions or anything was not clear, please write it us in the comments. I look forward to seeing you in the next video, and have a great rest of the day.